For this project in physics, the students were learning about how they can reduce their impact on Earth and how they can also help other people reduce their impact on Earth. So we decided to focus on having the students do a project based around reducing their food waste, which is having them create a compost bin. So the students used the 4 C's that we have here at Da Vinci Design, which are care, conceptualize, create, critique. We spent a lot of the care portion getting the students to really understand how their impact is affecting Earth and how that's creating global climate change and how that's negatively affecting our lives and the future of the Earth. After they realized those implications, then we started to conceptualize ideas of how they could reduce their waste on Earth. And we had an expert come in to teach the students about permaculture and to talk about how we can actually design the Earth to be more sustainable and how we're not making as much of an impact on it. And they specifically talked about using compost bins to reduce that waste. So the students did some research on compost bins and got some background knowledge, and that was where they were able to kind of conceptualize their idea, draw out some sketches, come up with a few ways that they can create compost bins. After that, they were actually assigned a real-life client who wants a compost bin, and so they had to learn how to communicate with that client and how to explain the different options to their client and make sure that they were giving them something that they actually wanted and needed. So the students had to create a sketch ahead of time, give it to their client, and then their client gave them feedback. So this is where we incorporated part of the critique part of this feedback loop in there. So the clients responded and gave them some feedback on the design, on what they can improve, change, make to better suit their needs. And then the students came up with a second design, sent that back to them, and then started to build their final product once they got approval from their client. We also did a couple of rounds of critique within our classes. So the students who were all doing similar compost bins grouped together so that they could hear from other students and figure out ways to combine their ideas together and make better designs overall. And that is how the students used our 4 C's to create their compost bins.